Hi, I'm Dan Newton and this is French Property Chat. Today we'll be talking about the DPE or Diagnostic de Performance Energétique. In France, when you buy or sell a house, you actually need to have a DDT with the sale, which is a Dossier de Diagnostic Technique or survey, so to speak. This is very much a French survey, nothing like an English one, hasten to add. And part of that test is the Diagnostic Performance Energétique or DPE, basically similar to the EPC test in the UK. And this has been around since 2006 in France, made obligatory in 2011. But what has just changed as of July 2021, well, quite a bit has changed, so we'll be going over that right now. Okay. The main thing which has changed with the DPE this year is actually, whereas before it was just purely to actually give you an idea of the actual energy efficiency, it is now a legally valid document which can be argued in court if for whatever reason you find the actual readings don't tally at all to what you're actually getting in life. So that's the main thing. So basically means the test itself is a lot tighter and a lot better done. They've actually cancelled out the previous way of testing, which was literally going over 3 years, invoices, and dividing it by the size of the house, so to speak, to give you a reading. They've now actually gone back to the older method, which is known as the 3CL or 3CL test, where the expert will actually go around the house, measure it up, check what the heating is, how powerful the heating is it double glazed, is it single glazed, triple glazed even, what sort of insulation, how much insulation you have, is it the walls insulated, ceiling insulated, etc, etc, etc. But also takes into account, for example, do you have a heated pool, do you have a sauna, do you have a sunbed, I don't know. Another new factor in the calculation is actually they are now taking into regional variance as well as altitude. France has been broken down into different geographical areas and they all have different coefficients for that particular area. On the altitude side, it's mainly for the properties up in the mountains, for example, where you're over a certain altitude, they'll actually calculate it different as well, because obviously when you're up over the snow line, for example, you'll be heating a lot more than if you're below it. So all that's come in to actually vary the actual results. They've also actually made the DPE a lot easier to read, or at least that's what they say. Doesn't change a great deal if you ask me. If you don't know what you're looking at to start with, you still don't know. No, but basically what they have done on the readings though is, whereas before you actually had the greenhouse gas effect and the energy efficiency and had the two readings, now they will actually take the lower of the two and that will be the actual official reading. They also give you a breakdown of all the readings still, but it's set out differently, and they also give you the estimated cost of the energy for a year for that property. It's quite a large bracket, admittedly, but it's there and it's quite clearly seen, and it will be shown on all the websites selling houses, etc. So you'll know more about the house just looking at the one icon as opposed to the two little boxes, which, if you didn't know about DPEs and how they're done, didn't really mean a great deal. The different brackets in the DPE have actually changed as well. So if you already have a DPE on your house because you're selling it over here or whatever, and you could be like a C, you might suddenly find yourself in D, you might find yourself in B. It tends to be more favourable to the higher end and less favourable to the lower end. And in fact, with the present law, you can already be banned from renting a house if your readings are too low. That's talking long-term rental, not seasonal, by the way. As they are trying to move over to the actual new tests, they are phasing out the older ones. So basically, if your test was done before 2017, but it's still when it's 10 years validity, it will be valid until the end of 2022. If your test was done after 2017 but before the 1st of July, then it will be valid till the end of 2024. So basically, like I said, now legally binding, different reading system. Another important point is we'll no longer get what they call the Virgin or the Vierge DPE reports, due to the fact that these have been now cancelled, because they always were a bone of content where you actually have a DPE which tells you nothing. So no longer get those, which is a good thing if you ask me, but you'll still find them on certain websites because unfortunately are still valid. Most notaries and agents are encouraging their clients who have either a very old DPE or a DPE Vierge to actually get a new one done, be a lot more truthful about the property, and sometimes we even help to sell it. So there you go, quick summary. If you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe, click on the like button, and hopefully bringing you a lot more information over the next few weeks on the breakdown of the different diagnostics you need when buying or selling a house in France. Okay, bye then.